I just closed out my 2025 books and I've made over $300,000 as a content creator with no employees, which means my expenses are very minimal. And I'm 54 years old. So today I really want to talk to the creator that is considering their age somewhat and wondering, is it too late for me to get started? Is it too late for me to grow a business? Is it too late for me to be on Amazon, on YouTube, on blogging, on Pinterest? Is it too late? And first of all, let me just tell you, the answer is 100% no, it's not too late. I'm living proof of this. Now, I didn't start when I was 50. However, a bunch of the things I'm doing, I have started since I was 50. And I'm proving over and over and over again that we can still make money in this space. And not only that, that there is a massive place for us. Here's the beauty of being over 50. It's a not as competitive space. There aren't as many of us. And people like to buy or do business or watch or follow or whatever it is, people that they can relate to, that they can look at them and say, hey, me too, I'm like them. I'm like them. I get messages every single day from somebody that watched a YouTube video that says, hey, we're like the same person. And they get super excited because they see themselves in me, and that makes them feel like things are possible for them also. Now, I have a coaching program, and most of my coaching clients are over 50. And there are some that are over 40, and I have a couple in their 30s, and I have many that are over 60 that are still out there making money in the digital marketing space. So let me break this down for you a little bit, and maybe you'll see an opportunity for you. So one of the spaces that I think is really good for the over 50 creator is YouTube. And most of the YouTubers that I know that are over 50 in the space are earning multiple six figures, because what they're doing is they are either sharing their life, which, believe it or not, you can monetize just that, sharing your life. Vlogging, VLOGGING, creating like a blog in a day. Basically, what we do is we set up a camera, we set up tripods and cameras around our house sometimes, and we will just push a button and we'll record. We'll record ourselves making breakfast. We'll record ourselves sitting on our computer. We'll record ourselves sitting by the pool or doing our gardening or whatever hobbies that we have. And that becomes either B-roll for our videos, or it becomes an intro for our videos, or it becomes an opportunity for a voiceover of our videos. So it's really cool to have a bunch of those kind of set and ready. Or you can do exactly what I'm doing. And I've been studying some of these over 50 creators that are doing this, talking head videos, where basically all I'm doing is I'm sitting in front of a window that's in my dining room, and I have a little tiny tripod that's holding my phone, and it does have a little ring light on top of it, but I do get a lot of light through that window, which is my favorite thing to do, is sit in front of natural lighting when you're doing this. And then I have a microphone, and I'm holding this very intentionally today so that you guys can see it and what a difference it really makes. Now, I've got the DJI mic. I'll put a link to it below, and mine has two of these little microphones, and so that if I do an interview or I'm with somebody else and I want to share it, I can. A lot of podcasters use this kind of thing. And then I have the receiver to the mic is actually in my phone. It's where you charge your phone. That's where the little receiver plugs into. And I have mine set to just automatically record. As soon as I pick it up, it starts recording, and I don't have to overthink anything, which is just amazing. Now, these have little magnets, so they can stick onto your shirt, so you can hear the difference when I hold it. They can stick onto your shirt. I saw Gary Vaynerchuk yesterday wearing one on his hat. A lot of men do that with their baseball caps. They'll wear them on their hats. But this also works on the computer. So I've started using these for my tutorials when I'm at my computer as well, because they also plug in to the back of my computer. So the point here is that you don't need a lot of equipment. And honestly, I could do this without the mic. It is better with the mic. People will forgive bad lighting. They'll forgive you sitting in a dark room. But if your audio is bad, like they can't hear you bad, or there's a lot of noise around you in the different areas, that's when they'll typically leave. So that is one thing I do recommend. You can get a cheap little lapel mic with wires to start off with. You could get a little microphone that's on a stand. You can get something like this, whatever it is. But the point is that there's not a big expense to start, and there's not a lot of tech. There's not a lot of learning curve with the tech when it comes to YouTube. Because basically what I do is I'm just filming this on my phone. And it's funny, I film in cinematic mode, and I don't know if that's automatic. They just updated the operating system, and I can't figure out where the cinematic mode went. So maybe I'm already in cinematic mode. Anyway, you turn your phone sideways and you hit record. Nowadays, with all these new phones, it's fine. I actually did go and get a very expensive camera, and I ended up sending it back because I wouldn't use it. I didn't want to figure it out. There was too many pieces, and I was like, and I'm not tech challenged, but I just don't want to mess with all that. I'm like, my phone works. It's easy. I like to use it anyway for my vertical content, my short form content. It's always with me, so I don't have to think about it. So the biggest thing is remembering my microphone, because I went on a cruise recently and I literally forgot to bring the microphone. Now that was a bummer, because there you can really hear the sound difference when I'm on a balcony on a cruise ship. I needed my microphone. Anyway, so on YouTube, what's the opportunity? On YouTube, the opportunity is any hobby that you have. You literally just make a whole channel around your hobby. Do you like to do crafting? Do you like to sew? Do you like to crochet? Do you like to cook? Do you like DIY? Do you like gardening? Do you like fixing things, repairing things? Do you like barbecuing? Whatever it is that's your hobby, you can build a channel around and monetize, especially if you're over 50. Because think about it too. One of the reasons why the over 50 space is so good for us is because, I'm not saying everybody, but the over 50 population generally has more money, more disposable income. Okay. You take me for an example. I'm single. My kids are grown and gone, graduated college now. I'm still paying on one of their college loans, but I make good money. I own my own house. I work from home. I can buy things when I want to buy things. And there are a lot of us that are like that. Those are the types of people you want watching your videos, watching your influencer videos. These are the people that are going to buy, right? Well, the sponsors know that too. The advertisers know that too. One of the ways you make money on YouTube is they run ads on your videos. Well, your niche matters. And that demographic, you're going to have bigger ad spend, because those are people that have more disposable income. Where it goes down when you're dealing with, too young, the people that don't have that yet. And the sponsors are going to reach out to you if you want to work with sponsors. That's a great way to make money. If I don't personally yet do a lot with sponsors. I've turned them all down. I haven't entertained them because I don't want a job. And I feel like the very second I start working with sponsors, I'm going to have a job. I'm going to have to answer to somebody. I'm going to have to do things the way somebody else wants to do. I'd rather be an affiliate, because then I can make whatever videos I want. I can show up exactly how I am. I don't have to refilm for anybody. I don't have to script it if I don't want to, any of that. I don't have to submit for approval. But I'm leaving a lot of money on the table making that choice. But I'm a very spiritual person, and I believe that you need to follow your joy. You need to go where your energy is. And the money always follows. I mean, I do really well in affiliate marketing. So which leads me actually to the next space. Another way you can make money on YouTube is with affiliate marketing. So I just finished my books, and I still got a couple weeks left in December. So there'll still be a little bit more, but I've already made over $200,000 in affiliate income alone. And what that is when I promote somebody else's product or service and I get paid a commission. So what does that look like on YouTube? It could look like me talking about this microphone and you seeing a link for the microphone and you saying, hey, I want to pick up that microphone, and you click through and buy it. Well, then I will earn an affiliate commission. Wherever I have set up an affiliate relationship with a vendor, with a brand, it could be with this brand directly. Oh, there's the cat. Or it could be Amazon if you're an Amazon influencer. It could be maybe you have a Walmart affiliate relationship. Maybe you're on an app like LTK, which is another influencer app where you can grab a bunch of links to different places. Anyway, You also could be part of the YouTube shopping program and grab your links directly from YouTube. You do have to qualify for that, and that takes a little bit. I'll talk about that on another video. And I do coach on all this, by the way. If you're interested in doing any of this digital marketing, come jump into Blueprint Coaching. This is what I teach. I share everything that I do, real life. This is what I learned this week. This is what I achieved. This is what's working. This is what's not working. These are the tools I use. These are how you use them. That's what we're doing in my coaching group. Now, the other way I make money with affiliate income is promoting software. So because I teach people how to use software, like my favorite video software or my favorite Pinterest search tool or my favorite blogging tool, whatever it happens to be, when I show those on YouTube, then I link to that software and I have relationships with those software companies and I will earn a commission. Now, here's the thing. I don't try to control that at all. I share what I use and I pay for. They're not paying me to talk about the software, but as a byproduct, they give me an affiliate link. And if somebody clicks it and signs up, then I earn a commission. But a lot of you guys will watch the videos and you'll hear me say vidIQ and you'll just go look it up and I won't get the affiliate commission. And that's fine. That's just how it works. So I'm not making these videos with the intent of, oh my gosh, this software pays more than that software or this. I share what I use. Okay. So that's a real deal thing. And if anybody reaches out and says, hey, we'd love you to try our product, yada, yada, I haven't even done it yet. I've had a lot of people do that, because I don't like to switch things up unless I have a need. And then it takes time to go test them and all of that. So anyway, that is another way. Another way I make money with affiliate income, and over 50, you guys, this is such a good space. TikTok shop. I was shocked when I started making money on TikTok shop. In my head, and this was a limiting belief, and that's why we're here today, is to talk about those limiting beliefs about getting older. I thought TikTok was a young person's platform. And I had a friend that was over one day and she said, Lori, with everything you do, you need to be on TikTok. She wasn't talking about TikTok shop. She was just talking about making short form content. And at the time I wasn't making any short form content. This was a few years ago. And I was like, nah, that's not for me. And I've got my YouTube, I'm good there. And I still love to blog. I'm not going to do that. And then one day I got a couple little new kittens, and I just wanted a place to share my kittens. So I got on TikTok only as a place to share my kittens. Not for any other reason. And then I started dating, and I started talking about dating as an older woman and dating a younger guy. And it was my first time dating since my divorce, and people just latched on to the storyline. And it went viral, millions of views. Suddenly I had 10,000 followers, and I'm getting an email or a notice from TikTok saying, hey, we'd like you to be an affiliate. And I'm like, affiliate? I didn't know TikTok had affiliate. That's what I do, is affiliate. But I don't usually do, at that point, I wasn't doing product recommendations. I was doing software. That was my thing, was software. And I had a 6-figure a year income stream just from software. And then I doubled that when I added product reviews. And so, you know what I did? I bought a makeup palette, I bought a mirror, I bought a cat toy, and I bought a pair of jeans off TikTok. Didn't even take free ones, just bought them all. They were things I wanted anyway. I made videos about them. It happened to be November. So I got very lucky with seasonality because we were going into the holidays. And all of those products happened to be very viral products. Again, I got lucky. I didn't know this Laura Geller. I didn't even know Laura Geller really was at the time. I didn't know her makeup palettes were so popular especially for women over a certain age. And I didn't know that those Judy Blue jeans, I kept seeing them on my news feed is why I wanted them. So of course they were viral. That's why they're coming across my feed. But I didn't pick them for any type of virality, right? I just bought them. So anyway, they went viral. The cat wheel went viral and the mirror went viral. And so I made, what was it, $47,000 that holiday season on TikTok over a couple month time frame. And most people have never made that kind of money in their life. I've actually made $30,000 on a 1-hour webinar before. But the key to that is if there's demand, if there's a problem you're solving, and you're in the right place at the right time, that it has a lot to do with it. So then I thought it was kind of just a fluke. And I rolled into the next year thinking it would just kind of go away, but I made six figures again the next year on TikTok Shop. Now, that year, I spent some time studying creators. And let me tell you, there is a group of over 40 creators, and most of them are late 40s to up to 60s that are just rocking it on TikTok. All of them, multiple six figures, brand deals, PR, all the free trips and all of those types of things. I mean, it's incredible. I've been invited to a couple of them, and then I got by the next year, which was this last year on TikTok, I actually kind of got I phased out of it a little bit because of the drama with potentially it getting shut down or not getting shut down. I didn't want to be in the things were changing with brand deals, and I didn't really want to do brand deals. I wanted to do more affiliate, and there was some more politics. And so I just kind of backed off a little bit, and I've been kind of watching and making videos still, but not with urgency, not with any like, oh my gosh, I really want to do this amazing thing. So I only made $50,000 last year on TikTok. But it was such a little easy side hustle. I didn't get a bunch of free products this time. I wasn't opening a whole bunch of boxes. I am an ambassador for Laura Geller, so she does send free products. But at about the same time that I got kicked off on TikTok, I was learning about Amazon Influencer. And remember, I had never really done product reviews. It was always software. So I used my I believe it was my Facebook account to apply for Amazon Influencer, and I got accepted. And so what I started doing was anything I was reviewing already for TikTok, I would do for Amazon Influencer. And now the beauty of Amazon Influencer is, well, and even TikTok, I'm not, you don't see my face most of the time. 90% of the time in my life, I'm in pajamas or fitness clothes because I do a lot of working out and stretching and things, or I'm in my pool. My hair is in a ponytail or in a bun. I don't put on makeup. I didn't do my hair because I'm by myself all the time. So most of the time I don't want to be on camera. So I kind of stand off to like this. I'll kind of stand off side of the camera and I'll hold the product up like this and I'll talk about the product. And sometimes I'll use a script and sometimes I won't. And believe it or not, that's how I made $50,000 last year on TikTok, was mostly not my face. And you can or you don't have to. Amazon, nobody cares. Nobody cares. So I only do my face. Like today, while I got ready, today I didn't talk on the camera, but I recorded the whole thing. So I used the Dyson Airwrap hair styler, so I recorded all of that. Everything on my makeup today, from the moisturizer to the foundation to the blush to the eyeliner to the mascara to the eyeshadow to the lipstick to all the things, I recorded it this time while I was getting ready because I want to be able to use it later for scripts, for overlays, to be able to say, hey, watch me get ready, whatever. But I didn't do all I did was record it in the mirror, which is great because then I've got an hour's worth of footage that I can go through and make reviews. But normally I don't get on the camera. If I'm not made up, I just stand off to the side and it's perfect. So my point there is you don't have to be on camera. Okay. Now, if you're going to be on YouTube and build a lifestyle channel, a hobby channel, or you're going to talk about your experiences on YouTube, you're going to be on camera. But guess what? Some of the best over 50 creators, and when we're talking about women, they're not putting on makeup. They're showing up just plain Jane, and they're doing amazing, amazing. So don't think that you have to be some, gorgeous, made up, over 50 creator to make money. You don't. People want you. They want raw. They want real. You'll notice on my videos now, I've started showing up on some of my where my face is in a bubble with no makeup on. Just, okay, I'm going to show up and I'm going to make this video and I'm going to show up exactly how I am today. And because the video's longer, maybe I'm thinking I should be on it might entertain everybody. If they can see me, it might be more educational or more helpful. And sometimes I make a screen share and I'm not even on there at all. Okay. Amazon doesn't care about your age at all, period. Not at all. Nobody does. But they need people that are using products for over 50-year-olds. You know how well I do on things like massagers and heating pads and shoes that are high arch, wide toe, protective, when I'm out walking, because we have the same problems. So a lot of us are buying things that are helping with our comfort, our joints, and our different things like that. We make reviews on all of it. I make money every single day on cat treats. Literally, the cat treats that I feed my cat that I just make a quick review of. I'm not even in the camera and people buy them. They're the pet fountains, the cat beds, all of that kind of thing. My best performing thing, Amazon sales have been cat products, makeup where I don't even show my face. I'm just showing the palette and I'm off screen. Those are doing really well for me. The protective shoes, like I talked about, and the heating pads and things like that, and things for around the house. Steam mops, vacuum cleaners, things that people clean with. And those I do really well on those. December on Amazon, I'm over $2,000 there. I'm only halfway through the month. But the big holiday rush is kind of winding down. That's good in my opinion for what I'm doing. I don't get a bunch of free products, although you can. There's amazing programs where you can pitch brands and get all this free stuff. I'm part of a group and people show all their stacks of boxes. I used to do that with TikTok. I just burned out. I just decided I didn't want a bunch of free stuff because then the stuff was bothering me. I had to find spaces for all this stuff. And then what am I going to do with it after the fact? I'm not going to store all of it. I was getting hundreds of products every month. And I just made a decision that I would rather just keep doing products I already use. Like the Laura Geller stuff does really well for me. And I'm wearing a whole face of Laura Geller right now. So why switch that up? If there's something new, there's like I use certain hair products that I really like. I use certain skin products I really like. I have certain clothes, yoga clothes that I really like. I've got a home gym, things I really like. I can make a lot of money just promoting what I already use and buy. But there's tax write-off benefits in there as well. But I'm not a CPA, so I'm not going to get into any of that. But it is another benefit of being a legitimate business is the tax write-offs part of it. So I have spent a lot of time learning that and figuring out part of that as well. So big space for the over 50 creators. Then the other space that I'm in is blogging and Pinterest, which a lot of you guys have been following my journey with blogging and Pinterest. And, I started that as a little test project, had no idea it would really take off. I just kind of wanted to see, because I love SEO. I love search engine optimization. Things were changing with Google. I thought, I wonder if we could do this over here on Pinterest. And then it was like, I wonder if we could use AI on Pinterest because I love AI and playing with AI and making it part of the thing. And I'm a blogger anyway. And sure enough, it took off and I got to about $1,000 a month after a year. And that's without spending full time on it, and then I started really kind of learning more of the strategies. And now I'm doing a lot of affiliate marketing on Pinterest in addition to earning the ad revenue. So now every day I wake up, I'm making money on Amazon from affiliate commissions from my Pinterest blog, and I'm making money on LTK, which is the other reward, the other app I told you about where you can get links to other products. I'm making money on there, and I'm testing some other things as well. Guess what? You can be over 50. Nobody cares. Nobody sees you. It doesn't matter. It's a great space. Okay. And I also I do 6 figures in digital product sales. And this is everything. This is coaching. I sell ChatGPT prompts, ebooks. I'm working on some templates and things like that. And guess what? I thought I was aging out of that too, and I'm not. What happens is the people grow with you. The people go with you, and whoever you are at the time, your people show up. So you don't have to worry about being too old or being inadequate in any way. We are in high demand with sponsors and brands. They're begging for the over 50-year-olds to come share their products. So now is the best time. Whether you're 40, 50, 60, 70, there's a woman who's in her 80s. There's a couple of them now that I'm watching that are in their 80s. And this is what they do. They show up in the same spot every day. They pop open their camera and they talk about their life. They talk about everything from romance to family to travel to stuff around their house to health things, all of it. Just like a 20-year-old would, a 30-year-old would, a 40-year-old would, anybody else. And you know who shows up to watch it? People who are like them. That's all you have to be is you. That's all you have to be is you. Whoever you are is monetizable. It is. So you just got to show up and do the thing. So anyway, if you like this style of teaching, I hope you'll subscribe, follow along. I'm Lori Ballen. Love to have you in the coaching program. You can see all the links below, and I will talk to you guys later.